My mind, and I like the final piece, lost it on the way, a price I have to pay. Gotta read between the lines, there is no rest and no release till I've solved the case. Gotta save my face.
Hello, vocalists. I know you're not watching my channel, so why am I talking to you? Well, maybe you want to use it for something else, but really, vocals. I am a big fan of the Lewitt 750, which used to come in a nice hard shell case. I think like 500, 600 bucks, whatever. It's a pretty high-end vocal mic. And it was brilliant because you could sing into this and then literally hold it here and it wouldn't pick up on you. Also wouldn't pick up on anything really from the band. You could stand in front of a drum set and didn't matter. It was picking up the vocals and that's it. Not a good reporter mic, but I mean, wow. That thing is amazing. I've got two of them and I'm very happy because they don't make them anymore. Now they make this thing in this pouch. I think it's a little bit of a step down in terms of like how cool is this, but it's also, you know, doesn't take up that much space. You can put your cable in here if you wanted to. Comes with a Lewitt wristband because we all know you need a Lewitt wristband. I do feel cooler now. Comes with the clampy thing. There's a distance piece in here in case you have a wireless mic, which we get to. And here we have the Lewitt MTP W950. I don't know why. Wireless, I don't know. So this is the 750 reimagined in freaking better. Street price around 780 bucks. This is not your budget SM58, but damn it, this is the mic that vocalists should get. Vocalists usually skimp out in terms of gear. They go in and go to the gig and say, hey, where's my SM58 sound, man? That is annoying as fuck. We go as guitar players and we bring the acoustic, the 7-string, the drop D1, the Strat, the cab, the combo, the head, the pedal board, the cables, the stand and everything. And the vocalist stands around and says, where's my mic sound guy? It drives me insane. Invest something and get good shit. This is good shit. Now this paired with the Roxy, which is right here behind me on the table from Grace Design. This is not cheap. This is more expensive than the mic. It's over $1,000 but this is a pedal board style mic preamp in the highest quality with effects loop. And you can actually wire in pedals from guitar players. So you could actually have, you know, an Eventide H90 or whatever. You have a drive, you have a tape delay. You could have this as a vocalist and control it whenever you want. And also, you know, anything can go into this that can be mic'd. This is way cool. It feels super sturdy. The great thing is you can get the capsule by itself. It's not that much cheaper by itself because this is where the magic is. But the cool thing, this capsule will pair with most wireless systems, Shure, and I think LD or someone else. So you put this on a Shure wireless and bam, then you have this amazing capsule on a Shure wireless. If you wanted it on a Sennheiser wireless, Valerie said she's going to send me the adapter, but I didn't want to wait. So it's on the way. There is an adapter and it can go on my Sennheiser wireless systems. I really hope it can go on my Sennheiser AVX because then I could use this with my AVX systems anywhere I want. And there is an adapter that you can get for that. This is not a one-trick pony because when you take this part of the capsule off, you can actually see right here. Let's see if we can capture this. Two different patterns, high frequency roll-off and a pad. So there's little clickies and you can actually configure your mic. You can roll off the low end if you're a vocalist, that probably makes sense. You can pad it And you can, which I should have done yesterday, by the way, damn it. And there's a cardioid, and I'm going to say, is it a hypercardioid? Which actually lets in a little bit more from the back, but even less from the side. So depending on where you're standing in the band, that might be a good idea. So let's say the guitar players are really blasting from the side, you might want to go to that. And then from the back, well, from the audience, very little is coming, okay? But if you're doing cardioid, then nothing from here will come. And that's the really, really, really cool thing. You could be standing with this in front of a blasted speaker, and it'll pick this up. Nothing from here. It's very, very, very picky. You have to be right here, and then it does the job. How do we prove that? I had my friend Rafael Cano come over and sing one of my favorite songs from his band Campaign Like Clockwork called Bitter Life. We went through the Grace Roxy and the effects, so at one point in the song, you're going to notice that there's distortion. That's not the microphone, that's when he's hitting the distortion pedal. Once you heard the beautiful song, I'm going to play it to you in full. Skip it if you don't want to hear it. It's a cool song with a really cool part at the end. But after that, we're going to hear the whole thing isolated. There's no wedge on the floor. There's no in-ears. There's no headphones. I was blasting my iLouds from iLoud MTMs from IK Multimedia. They were really loud in the room, so he could get into the feel. How much are you actually hearing them in the mic? Well, right after these messages, I guess.
There's a puzzle in my mind, and I lack the final piece. Lost it on the way, a price I have to pay. Gotta read between the lines, there is no rest and no release till I've solved the case. Gotta save my faith. I'm the leader of the blind, got my heart upon my sleeve. That's the major flaw, singing in my crowd. And they catch me from behind, for my absence without leave. They will
Okay, you had fun. Now let's listen to some isolated stuff and hear how much actually was picked up from the speakers in the room.
There's a puzzle in my mind, and I lack the final piece. Lost it on the way, a price I have to pay. Gotta read between the lines, there is no rest and no release till I've solved the case. Gotta save my face. I'm the leader of the blind, got my heart up, 'cause tonight we belong. Now we live, not just survive. Drinking time. You'll come before the storm, my temptation to desert.
Well, there you go. That's pretty impressive. Now you're gonna say, well, that's in the studio, blah, 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 but we'd like to see it live. Okay, fine. I took my Sony with the shotgun on it, so you're hearing the room sound. And I went to Holger's band at the Kurbacher Hof, which is where people are staying for Gistfried, who greeted me sporting a Lewitt cup that was not prepared. And here's his band playing a favorite AC/DC song. And again, that was the 950 into the grays, into that pedal board. So all the effects were also coming right from the UA Galaxy. This is good shit, people. I think vocalists should invest in this. I mixed his band with the PreSonus digital mixer, and we're using the 750, which is again a step below this. I mean, mathematically speaking, 750 is lower than 950. You just have to, like, the math. I mean, it's like 147 less or something math. Every time I use the 750, which again, same thing, just this is better. You plug it into a mixer and you're like, oh, we're here. The clarity, punch, the understandedness of everything is there. Mixing with these is so easy. You don't have the massive bleed from the band. These can be open on stage, no gate. They're not going to trash your mix. All I'm going to say is, you should get yourself one of those higher end Lewitt handhelds if you're actually into, making real music, because invest in this. It is worth it. I'm not saying this because they paid me, because they didn't. I just asked them to send me one of the 950s because I have two 750s, 740s. I'm going to say 740. One of those you can't get anymore. I think it's 740. And I love them, so I had to get my hands on the new one. So it's a trade, mic, for video. Video is now done. Links are below. Animals are at the end.